Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I've got some serious buzz from the NFL rumor mill that could shake up the AFC North in a way we haven't seen in years. Word is a blockbuster trade is brewing, one that could reshape the Ravens' offense and perhaps even alter the entire division's landscape. And the name at the center of this explosive rumor, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the star receiver of the Detroit Lions. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would the Lions consider trading such a key piece? Well, sit tight because this isn't just some offhand speculation. Sources close to the team suggest this could actually happen. And if it does, it's going to be a game changer for Baltimore, who are already battling to stay in the playoff hunt with a 6-7 record. Let's back up a little. The Detroit Lions, sitting comfortably at 10-3 and controlling the NFC North, are actively looking to shed some salary cap space, something that's become a hot topic across the league. With around $18.7 million in cap space, they're eyeing extensions for young stars like Jared Goff. But at the same time, they're considering trading away some veteran assets to help with their long-term roster sustainability. The big target here is their wide receiver core, especially with an eye on drafting fresh talent like Luther Burden, who's been making waves in college. Detroit's offense has been solid, averaging 21 points per game, but there are skeptics who believe they need more explosive playmakers to truly contend deep into the playoffs. And that's where this potential trade comes into play. Sources whisper that the Ravens are heavily interested in Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, why wouldn't they be? The guy is an absolute game changer. Last season, at just 26, he's proven himself as one of the most reliable slot receivers in the league. Over his career, he's hauled in about 450 receptions for over 200 yards and 35 touchdowns, with an average of 6 yards per catch. That's elite production for a receiver who predominantly plays in the slot and dominates in YAC. Over 200 yards after the catch, to be precise. His ability to turn short catches into big gains makes him a perfect fit for the Ravens' offensive scheme, especially with Lamar Jackson looking for more reliable targets and yards after the catch to extend drives and keep defenses on their heels. Now, here's where it gets even more intriguing. If the Ravens do pull the trigger, they're looking at offering a first-round pick and a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. That's a significant investment, but when you consider the impact St. Brown could have, it's a move that makes a lot of sense. His stats are impressive. Last year, he recorded 100 receptions for 250 yards and 12 touchdowns in just 14 games with a 12.5 yards per reception average. His PFF grade hovers around 89.3 thanks to his route running, hands, and yak ability. And he's only getting better. His projection for this season. Well, analysts believe he could top 300 yards if healthy and consistently targeted, especially with Lamar Jackson at the helm. What makes this even more compelling is the potential boost to Baltimore's passing game. They've struggled with consistency and injuries in the secondary, but adding a receiver like St. Brown could be the spark they need. His precise routes, combined with his ability to create yards after the catch, would complement Mark Andrews perfectly. We're talking about a duo that could be unstoppable. Think of the Ravens' offense as a well-oiled machine with St. Brown operating in the slot, drawing coverage away from Andrews and freeing up the field for Lamar to make explosive plays. The Ravens have already seen what a dynamic YAC receiver can do. Just look at what DK Metcalf did in 2025, adding over 200 yards in a game and boosting the Seahawks' offense significantly. St. Brown could bring that same energy, turning our passing game into a nightmare for defenses. And let's not forget about the impact on the Ravens' playoff chances and Super Bowl ambitions. The odds for Super Bowl LXI, which currently sit at plus 4,000, could plummet to plus 1,800 with this acquisition. That's a massive shift. Adding a proven playmaker like St. Brown would make the Ravens not just a playoff team, but a real contender. Imagine Lamar Jackson with another weapon, especially one who is a master at finding soft spots in zone coverage and making defenders miss after the catch. His ability to create separation and extend plays would be a perfect fit for Lamar's style of play. The Ravens' offense could become borderline unstoppable, especially in the red zone, where St. Brown's route running and hands would be invaluable. The team's red zone touchdown rate could jump by 20%, and their overall EPA per pass could see an increase of around 17%, making their offense one of the most potent in the league. Looking ahead, this move could also have a ripple effect on the division. The Bengals and Steelers are always lurking, but if Baltimore boosts its passing attack with a guy like St. Brown, it could push the Ravens into a different stratosphere. It's not just about winning games, it's about asserting dominance. A receiver like St. Brown would be a true game changer, a guy who could turn close games into blowouts and elevate the entire team's confidence. Plus, with Lamar Jackson's MVP-caliber talent, adding a guy who excels at yards after the catch could truly unlock the full potential of this offense. Now, some might wonder about the risks. Trading future draft picks always comes with a certain level of uncertainty, especially when you're giving up a first and second rounder. But in this case, the upside outweighs the risk. The Ravens have shown they're willing to make bold moves when it counts, and acquiring a player of St. Brown's caliber could be the move that pushes them over the top. His history of minimal injuries, combined with his consistent production, makes him a safe bet as a long-term asset. And with his ability to perform in clutch moments, he's already proven himself in playoff-like situations. He could be the X-factor that finally puts Baltimore back into serious Super Bowl contention. So what's the overall outlook? Well, if this trade comes to fruition, it's going to send shockwaves through the NFL. It would be a statement move by the Ravens, signaling that they're all in on contending now, not later. It's about building a powerhouse offense that can hang with the best in the league, especially in high-pressure playoff situations. And for us fans, it's exciting. It's another chapter in Ravens history, another chance for Lamar to unleash his full potential with another elite target. It's about dreaming of that Super Bowl parade, about seeing our team take that final step and claiming the Lombardi Trophy once again. This could be the move that defines this season for the Ravens, transforming an already competitive team into a true championship contender. The AFC is tough, no doubt, but with the addition of a guy like St. Brown, the Ravens could be the team everyone fears come playoff time. So let's keep our fingers crossed and stay tuned, because if this trade happens, it's going to be the talk of the league for months to come. We're on the brink of something big, Ravens fans, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Baltimore Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.